Hello, friends. Welcome to our Saturday Village Gathering. I'm Christiana Gaudet. I am your Tarot Fairy Godmother, and we are here for my favorite live of the week. This is your Saturday Psychic Sampler, where you can ask anything at all that you want to ask, and I will do my very best to answer it. Let's go on over to Card Cam. Lee Kenyon, so good to see you. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members only emojis. I see you got here early, so I'll be getting to you quite soon. Welcome, welcome everyone. Jocelyn over on Instagram, let me know if you have a question today. What would you like to know? All right. Let us get going. What deck am I using? So this came in with my recent D-Stash haul. Someone else's D-Stash became my haul, and it is the Borderless Smith-Waite. Well, I've owned many copies of Smith-Waite. I've never owned this particular one. So I'm having this very unusual joy that comes from a brand new to me deck that I'm going to be able to read like butter, because it's Waite Smith, but it's still a new deck to me. So it's exciting. All right. Let us get going. We are multi-streaming. Excuse me. We are multi-streaming today. So wherever you happen to be, if you want to ask a question, please do. All right. Who is up first? It's Divian. Divian Shamrisha, good to see you. Does Arjun have stalking energy through my social sites or WhatsApp status? You know, don't we all stalk our exes? I mean, I think that's just a thing that we all do, but let's see. Is he stalking you with intent? I think he looks. I think there is some stalking here. I think he looks. I think he remembers. I do not think he has plans to reach out, but I do think he looks. All right. Asbo the Bulldog, we know that is Hippie Pippy, who is a member here. Good to see you. I'm wondering if Chris's correct mortgage application will be successful. All right. Here we go. Okay, Divian, I'm on you, but I just have to do this. Melissa says, I love exes with no social media, makes the breakup so much easier. Oh, that is brilliant and so true. All right, Divian, here we go. Now, we already did you. We're doing Pip. That's what we're doing. We're doing Asbo the Bulldog, which is Hippie Pippy. And we're wondering if Chris's corrected mortgage application will be successful. I'm going to say yes. I think so. Like, I would not look at these cards and get a no. So I'm going to say very likely yes. I think so. All right. Melissa, it is so good to see me. It is so good to see me. Did I just say that? It is so good for you all to see me. No, seriously, Miss Melissa, it is so good to see you. Thanks for being a member for more than 4 years and for using members only emojis. What do I need to know and do to welcome abundance in 2026? This is abundance with a new job, new love, all the good things that we know you're working for, we know you want, we know you deserve. What about it? Let's see. Okay. What do you need to know and to do for great new job, great new relationship in 2026? I mean, the work that you have been doing is significant. What you have been doing is significant deconstruction. And while while deconstruction is incredibly painful, it is so necessary. So you're already doing so much of it. You are already doing the deconstruction that will help you rise into the life that you want. So you keep doing that. Can't backslide on that. And I think what you need to know is that you have been doing the work religiously, significantly, diligently for a few years now. And that work is going to take you to exactly where you want to go. I feel like you are putting the pieces in motion. You just need to keep doing it and it will happen. That's what I think. Let me know what you think. Over on Twitch, good to see you. Dream it possible. Thank you for being here. Let me know what you would like to know today. Any question at all is fine. Oh my goodness, Lee, you just got the Van Gogh deck. Do I have that one? I don't think I have that one. Oh my gosh, that's exciting. All right, who is up next? It is Smile Soul 20. Thanks for being a member for more than 4 years, and thanks for being a moderator. What does the universe want me to know? The universe wants you not to worry. Not to worry. Sometimes it feels like you have to do the worry for everybody. And the universe wants you to know that you're smart and you're capable and you're doing what you need to do. You don't need to worry. Where was that? Melissa, thank you always for the wise words and perspective. You are so welcome. Thanks for being here and thanks for being a member. All right. Let's see, let me just, okay. Keeping my eye on a bunch of different things. All right, Jeannie Mnuchin, good to see you. Thanks for being a member for more than 4 years. We appreciate you. You're in California and the house is still asleep. You won't be here on the 29th. So for members on YouTube, the 29th, that's Monday, 7 p.m., we're doing a members only live stream. It's going to be readings for the new year. So if you're a member, please do join us. If you're not a member, consider becoming a member before Monday. All right. So you want a reading for 2026, Jeannie? Absolutely, yes. Okay. So we know that this is a card of family, but it is also a card of real estate. And we know that you enter 2026 really trying to think about and work on solving a real estate issue that is stressful and interesting, but you have a really good idea. So I think you go into 2026 to follow through on what you've started at the end of 2025. The problem is there is a lot of question about what that's going to look like. So you go in with an idea, a dream, a goal, sort of a plan, but wondering how this is going to work. Be tenacious and have faith. My guess is by the time you need it, you will have created what you want, and that becomes defining not just for the rest of the year, but for the foreseeable future, because that changes your work life and your personal life in so many fabulous ways. So that's really the focus for right now. All right. Jenna Perkins, so good to see you. You are coming up next on YouTube. I'm going to hop on over to Instagram for just a minute, take care of some people there, and then come back to you, Jenna. All right. Over on Instagram, we have, let's see, who do we have on Instagram? We have Jojo G and Gypsy Grounded in Reality. Okay, great. Jojo G, what do I need to be aware of right now to be happy? That's beautiful. That is a beautiful question. What do I need to be aware of right now to be happy? I love that. I want to bottle that question and give it to everybody. Okay. What do I need to be aware of right now to be happy? That wonderful, new, surprising things can pop up anytime, anywhere. That you, no matter what, have within you an endless supply of creative and spiritual energy. Those two things. Good things can happen anytime and even when we least expect it. And within you is an unending supply of spiritual energy and creative energy. That's what you need to know. Gypsy, grounded in reality, Adrija. Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay, Gypsy, grounded in reality. I had a crazy dream of the earth getting destroyed, and we were all running away to protect ourselves. What is the meaning of my dream, and how is it related to my life? We hope to heck it was not prophetic. All right, I've had those kinds of dreams too, though. I get it. Okay, so what is the meaning of your dream? I think it has to do with your current situation, where there is a lot of unsurety, where you're not quite sure of whether the old boss is poisoning the new boss. We're wondering what's going on in your love life, and nothing feels as secure as you would like it to. And that's not me saying things are not secure, but it is me saying that nothing is secure as you want it to be. And so I think this was a dream that just reflected ultimate insecurity. Can we even be sure of the planet on which we live, right? So I think it's just a reflection of the fact that you really want to have some things checked off your list. And that hasn't happened yet. That doesn't mean it won't happen. It doesn't mean it won't happen soon. But I think it's in relation to that. All right, Jenna Perkins, as promised, I'm coming back to you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. And thanks for using members only emojis. May I please have some cards on what the universe wants me to know now? Absolutely, positively, yes. Yes, yes. Okay. 1 second here. There we go. Okay. So I'm just scrolling through, making sure I'm not missing anybody. Okay, Jenna, here we go. What does the universe want you to know? The universe wants you to know that for the next few months, you have to be really resilient, really vigilant, and really on top of things. It's really, really important for you to, it's really important for you to believe in yourself, believe in what you're doing, and not let anybody else, I get to use this, not let anybody else piss in your Cheerios. That's the important thing. That's what you need to know right now. Not to Pro over on Twitch. So good to see you. Let me know if you have a question today. I'd be happy to do a reading for you. All right, let's keep going. Claire C., good to see you. Thanks for being a member for more than 4 years. We appreciate you. Will my suit be settled fairly in the next 6 months? No. No. When it finally settles, will it settle fairly? I don't know, man. This is going to be tough. I think it's going to take longer than 6 months, and I think it's going to be hard to get a settlement that you feel is fair. So be prepared for that. Do I think you have the right representation? I do. I think you have the right representation. Okay. Hopping on over to Twitch real quick. Dream It Possible. So good to see you. What is R's energy without me? Are they happy, okay, over the festive period? I think they miss you. I think all of the above. Like they miss you, but they are also happy and okay. Like both things are true. Okay. Hey, Joyous Ocean, I haven't gotten to you yet. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. You're coming up pretty quick, though. All right. Izzy, good to see you. When will S break no contact? We don't know that that's ever going to happen. I would say stop worrying about it. Be surprised when it happens, if it happens, but don't count on it. It may not happen. All right, Lumen, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than a year. I wasn't around on Friday and wanted to get a wrap-up card and a question. My Monday card was the Six of Wands reversed that you did magic on and turned right side up. I actually remember that. All right, so you started with the Six of Wands reversed and now the Two of Swords. So Lumen, I think there is this whole thing going on here having to do with your internal understanding of yourself, your skills, your ability, and your path forward. And I believe, like, on some level, you know what a badass you are and you know how talented you are. And on another level, you've got little voices coming in and arguing that point with you. I think it is really important. Like, it's good to have an inner critic, but you don't have a good inner critic. Your inner critics are like raccoons in a dumpster fire. So you need to develop a better inner critic and let the raccoons with dumpster fires go away because they're not helping you and they don't speak truth. All right, back over to Twitch real quick. Not a pro. I'm struggling with a decision and not sure if I should follow through with it today or not. Okay. I'm going with not now, not now. Maybe later, yes, not today, not today. Oh, Dream It Possible, lovely confirmation all around, very good. Joyous Ocean, here we go. Thanks for being a member for more than 2 years and for using members only emojis. I have a sponsor to allow an influencer to attend the retreat for me and write a review. I have people in mind, but I'm deciding between A or B and wondering if there's a C. All right, not a pro. Thanks for the follow on Twitch. Really appreciate it. Here we go, Joyous Ocean. Okay, so influencer A, influencer B, definitely not influencer B. We're not doing that. Influencer A is acceptable. Is there an influencer C? I would just go with influencer A and call it a day. All right, you're very welcome, Joyous Ocean. Von Ray, my good friend, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 4 years. And we're going to do you, then we're hopping over to Instagram. So if you're waiting on Instagram, I'll be there in a moment. Oh, GM Marcus, you're loving the borderless RWS deck. Yeah, now I have to get one. It is fabulous, right? Right. Okay, so Von Ray, we're doing you. Von Ray, I was talking to my therapist about romantic relationships. She asked me what lesson is being single all my life teaching me, and I told her I don't know what this is. Is it a lesson or just life? And I mean, we can always take a lesson from something without believing that the universe or a higher power is trying to teach us a lesson, if that makes sense. So if we say, like, what do you learn from being single? Well, you learn that you wish you had a partner. You learn that. And then we say, what else do you learn from being single? It makes you wonder, like, I don't know. I question your therapist on this. I'm not trying to cause problems between you and your therapist. But I don't know how this is helpful. I don't. I would want to go back to her and say, like, what is helpful here? Are you suggesting that there is some spiritual purpose for me to be single? Not buying it. Are you suggesting that rather than figuring out how not to be single, I just need to enjoy the lessons? And what do you think the lessons might be? I'm going to say push back on the therapist on this one. All right. Here we go back to Instagram. We have Madiha Curious. That's Madiha Ness, everyone. So, okay, Ness. So Would you do me a favor, Ness, and text me what's going on so I can check in with YouTube on that? And did you put a question in? I'm not seeing your question. Oh, there it is. I am seeing it. Hang on a minute. I thought I saw it. Give me a minute. Here it is. We're on the move and I can't watch the live. I'm very heartbroken about my life. How do I get out of this negative spiral? I'm so sorry you're going through this, Ness. And I think that it is okay to regret certain things. There's a lot to regret, you know, in life, not just for you, but for anybody. And it's okay to have those regrets. And I think you're allowed to do that. You're allowed to have a day or two of feeling sorry for yourself. So do that, indulge in that for a day or two, and then spend some time practicing gratitude and enjoying the things that are good. I also think it is really important to not in your mind do the comparison. Would it have been better if I hadn't done this? Would it be better if this hadn't happened? Would it be better if I'd done something different? Why does someone else seem to have a life that is better than mine? No comparisons, just gratitude for what is there. That's what I'm going to say. And we are sending you lots of love and healing. Over on Facebook, I see you, Kagri. I'll be coming there in a minute. Oh, goodness. The Giant's Forge. So good to see you. How did your solstice celebration go? I want to hear everything. The Giant's Forge. What can I do to make Mrs. the Giant's Forge happy, or at least happier? So when we look at Mrs. the Giant's Forge, she is feeling overwhelmed and underappreciated. She has some chores that maybe needs to be done that she doesn't want to do. And she also desperately needs to do something fun. And I feel like she is not good necessarily at asking for what she wants or needs. So you find yourself perhaps almost playing a guessing game, Giant's Forge, almost playing a guessing game. What's going to make her happy? She needs to have some fun. She needs to feel like her chores are not endless, and she needs to get better at asking for what she needs. You can tell her I said that. Von Ray, it was a wider conversation because my sister got a new girlfriend and I told her my siblings have always had partners and I've always been single. I told her I didn't think it was a lesson. Yeah, I would want to dig into that with her because whatever it is she's trying to do, I don't think it's landed with you, certainly not with me. Let's find out where she's trying to go with this. That would be helpful. All right, so sorry. I know that's hard. Okay, Kagri, over on Facebook. Nice to see you. I got a business offer from some friends. They have a struggling startup. Should I take this seriously? Would this lead to a good partnership? I mean, they would really like you to come on, but here's my issue, Kagri. I can see how you being there would benefit them. I'm not sure how it would benefit you. So I'm going to say, unless you can figure out a clear way that this is to your benefit, I think you should politely decline. Okay. Beautiful Gemini star. So good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 2 years. And thanks for using members only emojis. Curious what I should focus on between now and the new year. Enjoying your home, making friends, being happy, spending as little money as possible, though, and resting and enjoying cultivating your energy. So whatever cultivates your energy and makes you feel cozy, this should be cozy. Okay. DH, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 2 years. I want to clear trauma from this life and from past lives. Okay. Where is the focus most needed? What things will help me clear my body, mind, emotions, and spirit, and my ancestral lineage? Wow. Okay. Okay, that's a big order, but I know you're up to it, so let's look at it. Okay. I think you should work with the ancestors first. Start with the ancestors. Do some meditation, magic, whatever, to connect with the ancestors and have them tell you what they need from you. Start with that. And then I think there must be a recognition that even as you clear old trauma, new trauma comes. Like, you can never be trauma-free and be a human. So you will have to accept that. And part of it in dealing with the living is not taking responsibility for other people's behaviors, past, present, or future. Good luck. Barbie Bird, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 2 years and for using members-only emojis. I'd love a look into the new year. What big changes can I expect, if any, in 2026? And what actions can I take to support them? Looking for connection and more joy. I love that for you. I'm looking for that for you as well, dear Barbie. All right, let's take a look. Okay. Big changes that you can expect. I think more friends, more fun, and some growth regarding work. The love life is an interesting thing. Like, I'm really hoping for something new in 2026. Recently, the cards have been more positive toward that. Today, they are less so. So we'll see what's up there. But what actions can you take to support positive changes in your life? Barbie Bird, thank you. I'm going insane. Oh, you're dealing with a situationship right now. So yeah, that could certainly cloud things. Okay. But I will not read on the situationship oh, there you are. There you are. Okay, I will do it. Okay. Should I cut off the situationship before I even go home? Because he's pissing me off. Okay, what to do with the situationship? I don't know. I mean, I think you could do so much better. So you have my permission to get rid of him anytime you're ready, but I'm not saying you must get rid of him now. But, yeah, you could just cut him off right now. Bye-bye. You could. And would cutting him off right now make your love life in the future better? Yes. Cut him off. Cut him off. Everyone chant with me. Cut him off. That is the single thing you need to do to improve your love life for 2026. Sorry, but there it is. I was trying to be nice. I really was. All right. Lee Kenyon, here you are. Thanks for getting here early. Thanks for being a member and for using members-only emojis. Here we go. My life is just a mess. Give me some advice. Help. Thanks for using members-only emojis. All right. First of all, we are sending you love and healing. Oh, Emily, thanks for subscribing. Appreciate it. Okay, let me do this again, though, so you can get the full benefit of the love and healing that we are sending you, Lee Kenyon. Okay, advice for Lee. Recognize your own authority, but be willing to dig deep and allow for healing and change. Like, there are things that are just not changeable, and there are things that are. And so you have to know the difference. You have to know where to look for good advice. No, seriously, anywhere. Like, if it's medical, the doctor. If it's financial, the financial advisor, like whatever. Where to find good advice and what is a source of BS. You need to recognize that a lot of seeing your life as a mess is perspective. And so take some time to figure out what in your life is actually working and making you happy and enjoy those things. Then figure out what's not working and figure out how to change it. So step by step, it's a good goal for 2026. And if you can do those things, it'll be hard to get through, but you'll be happy that you did. It will cause you to have to do some things you don't want to do and feel some things you don't want to feel, but it's going to be so worth it. All right. Febborn, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. All right, a general read for you. There are some frustrations here, and you have a choice. You can let the frustrations get to you, or you can not worry about the frustrations and focus on the things that bring you joy. The choice is yours. Oh, Lee Kenyon, thank you so much. Okay. Graciela Garcia, so good to see you. Thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. Thanks for using members only emojis. General read for you and one for your husband, Fernando. Okay, for you, Graciela. You must feel confident in yourself, and you must trust that your kids, according to their ages, are appropriate to do what they need to do for themselves. For your husband, it is better to communicate than to keep it bottled up, and it is better to find solutions for the problems than simply bemoan the problems. Bianca Tarot, I am happy to see you. You're coming up next. I'm on YouTube. I am hopping over to Instagram for 1 second here, where we're going to talk to RKFBE. Thanks for being here. I'd love to know what the universe has to say to me. I'd love to tell you. So RKFBE, it is all about healing, and it is all about really understanding the divine nature of unconditional love. That's the focus, healing the heart and understanding the divine nature of unconditional love. Oh, Febborn, that makes sense. Okay. And also on Instagram, Schnaster, good to see you. I am very stressed in my job and would love to know if it's possible this year for me to find something more tolerable. So looking for a new job for Schnaster. Schnaster, I like your name. Yeah, you need a new job, and it is not the easiest to find. Ask your friends, ask people you know. I think that through networking, you will find a new job. It may not happen real quickly. Like I can say by June, I could see you in a new job. Maybe sooner, maybe just a couple of months, but you have to do it with networking. All right, coming back to you, Bianca Tarot. I've been looking forward to this question. Bianca Tarot, thanks for being here. I'm overcoming my fear of driving next year and on the path to attaining my license. Any message from Spirit about this? Yes, and also a message from me, because like you're a tarot reader, and traditionally people who sort of work in the psychic world and people who are very psychic have the hardest time driving. Like I was probably in my 30s before I was a really confident driver. It's hard. It's hard for people whose brains work the way ours work. So that said, take your time. Take your time. In the age of Uber, it is not as important that you drive all the time unless you really want to. You will get there, you will figure it out, but take your time and do not judge yourself. Do not let other people judge you. Do not let anyone push you, and do not push yourself. You'll get there when you're ready. All right. Imee, so nice to see you. Are me and A going to come back together? Probably not. Probably not. Maybe in time there could be a brief reunion, but it would not be anything lasting. Okay. Oh, Bianca Tarot, so true. Thank you. And AM, thank you for that similar experience about driving. Yeah, I think it happens to a lot of us. Truly, truly. All right. Elaney, good to see you. Thanks for being here. An overview of 2026. So that takes an hour, but broadly, in 2026, you want to really pay attention to your happiness. There will be times this year where you're going to feel like you don't have enough money, enough time, enough energy to do what you need to do. It's going to be important to go deep into your own spiritual reserves for healing and use logic. You're going to find that this year, spirituality, creativity, and logical personal growth are what's needed. Be patient and avoid too many risks. Hey, Donna, I see you. You are in the queue. Thanks for being here. All right, Revival of Venus, you're up next. Thanks for being here. Okay. Revival of Venus. A card. Your card is the Hanged Man. So what you need to know today, Revival of Venus, is do not put your energy where you can't do any good or you can't make a difference. Save your energy for where you can make a difference, and do put energy into your own personal growth and spiritual development. It is a good time to do yoga. Hey, Rose, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Santiago, good to see you. Thanks for being here. I would love to know what I can expect in regards to love. I am gay and single. I feel like it would be good for you to do some more active dating, whether it's on the apps or, whatever. Be really specific about meeting people. And do it to make a lot of friends. That's what you really want to do, is make a lot of friends. But from there, I think you could find some people you really don't want to be with. You got to get through them. But eventually, I think you can find someone you do want to be with. So date actively and meet a lot of people. Don't look for the one right now. Look for the many. And from the many, I think you'll find the one. Okay. Teresa, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 3 years. Thanks for being a moderator and for using members only emojis. I feel like so much is changing, but I'm not sure exactly what. Where I live and work feels very much in a state of limbo. What's next? Honestly, I think what you're sensing is an actual factual new love relationship coming in, which is scary because you've never had a good one of those. But I think that's what's happening. I think that's what's coming next, and then other things may change too. Might you also get a new job? Sure. Might you change where you live? I mean, eventually. But I'm predicting love here. That's where I'm going. Okay. Over on Instagram, we have a couple of people, I think. Who do we have? We have Abundant Heart Tarot. That's Mixuir. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Let me know if you have a question. You do have a question. All righty. Would love a general read if that's cool. It sure is. Heated Rivalry finale watch party was very nice last night. I'm so glad you had a good time. Okay. Michelle, Mixuir, what do you need to know? Be at peace and do. Do not let people piss in your Cheerios. Like, there's really something there. Like, if people want to act ridiculous, let them be ridiculous over there, and don't you take it personally. That's really the important thing right now. The quicker and better you can do that, the happier you're going to be. Shaloyer, good to see you. Thanks for being here. A card for my son who is dealing with severe depression. I am so sorry that's happening. So there's a lot of internal conflict, but there is a lot of hope for the future. You know, obviously, the right doctors, the right therapists, the right diet, all of that can make a difference. And I think there are ways his depression is not letting him see that there is hope. So when he cannot have hope, you have to have hope for him. But I promise you, there is hope in a lot of it. Okay. All right. Anakin, good to see you. Does Sanika think about reaching out? There's certainly interest, but it's more like interest and admiration from afar. So I don't know if there will be a reach out at all. There is admiration, but I don't know if there'll be a reach out. Okay, Tiff, good to see you. Will we close on our house on time? Well, first of all, best of luck and congratulations. Let's see. I think it's going to be like down to the wire, but yes, I do think so. I do think so, yes. Yes. I know that is crazy anxiety producing. Lynn in Wonderland, good to see you. Thanks for being here. How will my second semester of college be? First was stressful, but I did great. Well, gold star for you. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Okay. How will the second semester be? Busy, stressful, anxiety producing, and also good. Like you're in it, you're doing what you need to do. This is not easy. It's not easy for anyone, and for whatever reason for you, it may be particularly difficult. You got this and you can do this, so you just keep on going, my friend. All right. Spirit Connections. That's Christine Hallowell. So good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members only emojis. What does Spirit want me to know moving forward? Put closure to the past and always be kind to your younger self when you think about your past. Be open to new opportunities for the future and recognize your ability to be successful. Okay. Sundari, good to see you. We're looking for a person's current feelings toward you. Thanks for being a new subscriber. There is interest, but a lot of resistance. And it feels like it doesn't feel romantic. It feels very strategic. So there is a strategic interest here. That's about it. And again, thanks for being a new subscriber. AM, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. How can I approach all I want to accomplish more easily in 2026? And thank you for the appreciation. I appreciate you as well. Okay, how can I approach all I want to accomplish more easily in 2026? I don't know, by reducing anxiety and recognizing your ability. I think the thing you need to know, AM, is you are capable, you are smart, and if there's something you don't know how to do, you can learn how to do it. Trusting your intelligence and your ability to learn is going to be the thing that will be most helpful to you this year in doing what you want to do. And best of luck. Okay, Lisa E., so good to see you. Thanks for being here. General message from the universe today: with pleasure, yes. You know, this is sort of recognizing that moods are a thing. And you have real things that you deal with that sometimes you've got the capacity to deal with, and sometimes it just feels like a lot. And I think you have to acknowledge that sense of capacity and that sense of positivity fluctuates. And don't blame yourself for the fluctuation. That's life. Just try to ride the wave when you can. All right. Donna DeStefano, thanks for your patience and thanks for being a member. Okay, you're looking for a general. Here we go. Donna, I know there's been a lot of travel, and I also know there's been a lot of journey, if you understand what I mean. Where both of these things are concerned, the idea of literally going places, because I think you'll be doing more of that in 2026, and the concept of new opportunities. That can be new opportunities for friendship, for learning, for growth, and for work. All of those are present here for you right now. Excuse me. All right. Martha Vink, you're up next. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 2 years and a moderator. General reading for the new year. This year brings you so much newness, so much healing, and so much relief. It will be better in the back half of the year than the front half, but one way or the other, be open to newness this year. Excuse me. I want to jump over to Instagram to see Mrs. O. Hello, Mrs. O. How are you doing? Do you have a question? Merry Christmas to you. Season's greetings. Let me know what you'd like to know. You are not too late. No. What would you like to know? Do you want just a card, a reading, or do you have a question? Let me know. We are doing whatever you want. Hey, Rebecca. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Kay Talks. So good to see you. A card around career and finances. Are opportunities coming in? Is there something I'm supposed to be doing that I'm missing? I'm in my last year of grad school to be a therapist. I love that for you. Okay. As far as school is concerned, this is the most important thing. Despite pregnancy, despite children, despite all of that, you must continue with grad school. It is the ticket, right? So you must do that without question. In terms of new opportunities for work, there will be some. There absolutely will be, and you're going to have to fit it in between school and work and babies. You're going to have to do all of it. But, you know, your kids will tell stories about how you did that and how much it created a beautiful life for all of you. Fran Porter, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. What's coming in for love? Someone from the past, someone new, or both? So Fran, if we look at the past, my question is there anyone from your past that should be coming in? Like, I'm like, yeah, no one from your past should come in. No, they may try, but I don't think there's anyone from your past that should. So when we look at new people, I feel like within the next 3 to 6 months, you will meet some new candidates. The key, though, is you have to vet the candidates even when you're into them. Like, you can be into someone that you shouldn't be into. So you have to be careful that way. Kay Talks, you are very welcome. Masha, yeah, go ahead and get your question in. I do them in order pretty much. And go ahead. Yeah, absolutely, yes. Ganja Girl, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Okay. Ganja Girl. Remember who you are. Remember what your integrity is. Remember that it is your nature to be generous, but do not be generous with those who are not generous with you. Dorella, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. What's coming in for love for me in the near future? Some dusty, musty options. Clarissa, thanks for subscribing. I think you'll meet new people, but I feel like it's going to be slim pickings for a while. I think if you're looking to meet someone new, you should be more proactive, because while I feel like you will meet people, I'm not sure there's anyone you're going to meet that you're going to want to know. So be open, be proactive, but be willing to send them all away until you find one that you like, because there really will be a good one. It's going to take time, but it will happen. Hey, Lightseeker, good to see you. Do you have a question? What would you like to know? Ranveer K, good to see you. Thanks for being here. What's coming for me in 2026? I think there'll be some changes in relationships, some new friends, and potentially, like, as I say, changes in love, and potentially changes in work as well. So this year, be open to changes that really could bring a great deal of positivity. Lightseeker over on Twitch. Any career clarity or new beginnings coming in for you? So when we look at career, like, career clarity really is needed. I think there's a lot you need to figure out here, but I also feel like in your personal life, there is equal need for clarity. And so when we look at new beginnings coming in, there will be new beginnings, but there's new beginnings that you create. So looking for what you want, figuring out what you want, looking for what you want. And I think this could be true in all aspects of your life, not just career. Do not wait for life to come to you. You figure out what you want and you go get it. All right, Rose, it is so nice to see you. Thanks for being a member for more than 2 years. Looking forward to the membership meeting on Monday. I love that. Can't wait. And all members on my YouTube channel, we are meeting Monday night, 7 p.m. All right, a wrap-up card for 2025. Rose, a wrap-up card for 2025. This has been a year of enormous healing in order to go forward for enormous truth and growth. It's a beautiful thing. Lightseeker, good to see you, and you are very welcome. Masha, here we are. Will I get married, engaged in 2026, and would my husband have a temper, or would he be understanding? Well, I hope you would choose not to marry someone who doesn't have a good personality if you have that choice. If you're in a culture where you don't have that choice, that's another issue. Do I think you will get married or engaged in 2026? Not sure about 2026, but definitely by 2027. Like by 2027, I think you definitely will be married. And I think the person you end up marrying will be good. May not have the most money, but will have a much better personality. There will still be issues, but there will also be love. And I feel like when there's love, you can do just about anything. All right. Oh, so is it Janvi or John V. Exum? Tell me how to pronounce your name, and thank you for your kind words. Really appreciate you. Thanks for being here. Okay, and here is your question. So this is John V or Jan V? I may be mispronouncing it. Could I please check what the universe is trying to teach me in terms of career? I feel stuck. I don't think the universe is trying to teach you anything. I think this is your time to figure out what you want, what's possible for right now. Okay, what's possible for right now? What do you really want, and what do you have to do to go get it? I think this is about recognizing that you do not want mundane or mediocre, that you want to be strong, that you want to be well, you want to do well, you want leadership, you want creativity. I don't think you want to settle for anything less. So look at what you have to do to go make it happen. That's the key. And you will. Rebecca Dusk, thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. And I appreciate the way you asked this question. I know all the disclaimers with medical questions, but at this point, doctors have been pretty useless. And that's when I am very comfortable rolling up my sleeves and stepping in, right? Did starting this new migraine medication injection cause the artery issue? The timing is sus. Okay. Was the artery issue caused by the migraine injection? I can neither confirm nor deny. What would happen if you operated with the idea that yes, it did? This would not be a problem. What would happen if you operated with the idea that no, it didn't? I think there's more than one thing going on here. I think the medication may have exacerbated something, but I think there's another issue too. I think you can operate either way, but I have no definitive answer for you. And I am very sorry to say this. Let me know if there's a follow-up there. Tanya, my friend, no, you're not moving out of the USA because I won't let you. No, seriously. We can still be friends online. Tanya, thank you for being here over on Instagram. Would I be moving out of the US in 2026? And then I'm going to come get you, Mrs. O. Did I do Mrs. O already? I don't think I did. I said hi, but I don't think I actually did you. So I'm coming to get you in a minute. Okay, Tanya. Will you be moving out of the USA in 2026? There is an opportunity for you to do so. And it might serve you to do so. It might serve you to do so. So yeah, I think it's quite possible. I'll be sad, but if it makes you happy, I'll be happy for you. Okay. Mrs. O, here we go. Thanks for your patience. What's coming for me in 2026? Love, release of things you don't like, having to figure out what to trust and what you don't trust, some heartache and need for healing, which you will do, and deep spiritual growth and your own psychic development. So love, healing, growth, psychic work, and, some of the normal kerfuffles that every year brings. Rebecca. Yeah, obviously YouTube is doing a weird thing. I'm going to try to find out what's going on. Missed half of what you said, so we'll go back and rewatch. Kind of am acting under that suspicion, as the GP wanted me to. Yeah, that makes sense. Wanted me to ask the cardiologist that. Useless he was, yeah. Yeah, I know this has been a real frustration, but you will get to the bottom of it and it will be okay. I feel very comfortable saying that to you. Oh, Mrs. O, that sounds good after a tough year. Okay, good. Good. Tanya, you are very welcome. Coming on to Millie. Have a man on my mind, CM. Does he like me too, or is it an illusion? Let's see. I don't think it's an illusion, but I also I don't know. I don't think it's an illusion, but I'm not sure that anything's going to happen here. I feel like if he's not going to come get it in an obvious way, what's the point? So I think he does like you, but I'm not sure he's going to do anything about it. Okay. Continuing. TJ and GA, so good to see you. What do I need to do to improve my health and well-being? I mean, you're doing a lot. I'm going to say keep doing what you're doing. And this is going to sound funny, but spend more time with good friends. You need more time with good friends. Lynn Batwell, so good to see you over on Facebook. Let me know if you have a question. Doing any question at all today. Clean Music Lovers, so good to see you. Haven't seen you in a while. I applied to several remote jobs recently. I wanted to know if I would get a call that would result in an offer. I'm going to say keep applying, keep applying, keep applying. There is no evidence that what you've applied to so far is going to do the trick. So keep going. Okay. Over on Facebook. Lynn Boutwell, should I be extra concerned about health conditions or diagnosis? No. No, there are concerns, but not extra concerns, if you know what I mean. I don't see anything here that isn't handleable. And good luck, sending you lots of healing energy. Larissa, good to see you. Thanks for being here. It's Kalisa Repkovist fan. I don't know who the person is, but you know I'm talking to you. Can I have a reading, please, about my job and about my cousin's accident? So I would, regarding your cousin, Repkova, got it, and you're here. I'm glad you're here. Thanks for being here. Would you ask a question about your cousin's accident? Like, about my cousin's accident. I don't know what it is you want to know. So if you could phrase that question, I will tell you about your job right now, but if you want to phrase that question for me so I can, perhaps give you a helpful answer, that would be awesome. And regarding the job, I mean, I don't think you like your job, but I think it is technically a good job. I think it's technically a good job. I would see school in your future, to be honest. Will your cousin be fine? I think it's going to take time, but yes, I think so. And sending healing. So sorry that happened. All right. Okay, Masha, good to see you. I know I already did you. You've got a follow-up question. I'll go ahead and do it. A divorce or separation in your future? I don't know. Do you want there to be? I think it could happen. I think that is possible, yeah. Okay. Naina? I'm not sure I'm pronouncing your name correctly, but thank you for being here. Will I be engaged in 2026, and will he be rich, or will he be one of my exes? Okay, first of all, are there any of your exes worth talking about here? It should be none of your exes. None of your exes. And will you be engaged in 2026? Maybe. And will it be someone who has some money? Probably not. Go for love, not money. You'll be happier. All right. Carolina McMahon, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. May I have a card for a general reading? Of course. Thanks for being a member, and thanks for using members only emojis. A card for a general reading, yes. This is recognizing that you will be ultimately happy in your life. There is much you will need to walk away from and much you will need to do, but you will ultimately be happy. Lalor, good to see you. Thanks for being here over on Twitch. Have you a question? Let me know. Let me know. Honestly, Naina, everyone has marriage problems. There's no marriage that does not have problems. And Felicia Davis, yeah, go ahead, ask a question. What would you like to know? Get it on in. On Saturdays, you can ask anything you want. Christine Stevens, good to see you. Thanks for being here on YouTube. Glad you're here. Can you do a read on, will the person I've been walking a path with lately become any more than it is? I think there is some will on both sides that perhaps it could or should, but I'm here to say maybe you don't want to do that. I feel like as it is may be the best that it can be, so tread carefully here. All right. Felicia Davis, I see your question. Will my husband and I get through this rough patch? It depends if you want to. And it depends if there's trust. If you want to and if there's trust, yes. If the answer is no to either of those questions, then no. All right. Christine says, thank you. Very good. Thank you. L.A. Lar, please, a message I need to hear. Okay, L.A. Lar. There's a lot going on in your life right now that feels confusing and maybe even unfortunate. But you are on a healing path and good new things are coming. Stay open-minded. Be clear on your skills, your abilities. And recognize that with new opportunities, new relationships, comes things that really make you happy. So I see a distinct end to a time of difficulty coming into a much better time. But it may involve good communication, good understanding of who you are and what you can do, and maybe even some learning. Oh, Rebecca, this is so helpful to me. Rebecca says, I appreciate your thoughts on this. This makes good sense. I want to stay on the migraine injection once a month if possible, because it has reduced my number of migraines by about 75%, which is amazing. Yeah, you may be able to do this in sort of a balanced way. Anna Page, good to see you. Thanks for being here. I'm going to get married in 2020. You want to know, am I? Am I going to get married in 2026? And how is he going to be? I don't think you'll get married in 2026. Maybe 2027. And I think the person you end up marrying will actually be happy. I think you'll make a good match. And Miss Me, can I get a reading for love? So I think you need to be really careful not to let people be disrespectful of you. Love yourself, treat yourself well, and anyone who does not treat you well needs to go away. That's kind of the important thing here. Smiley, 1987, good to see you. Do you have a question for today? And I do feel like we are coming to last call. Yeah, I think so. So Smiley, 1987, get that question in because it is last call. So you know that when it's last call, there is an opportunity where if you did not get your reading, if you asked your question and did not get your reading, you need to reiterate. If you are here and did not hear it, let me know. Graciela Garcia, I absolutely did do you. You can scroll back and find it. Yes. All right. Smiley 1987. Does Tanya want a reconciliation? Unclear, possibly. Possibly. It's worth a conversation. It's worth having a conversation. All right. And Anna, I think we just did that. All right. Anyone who has not received a reading, it needs a reading because we are in last call. So members on YouTube, we have a members only on Monday. If you're not a member now and want to be, you've got the rest of the day, tomorrow, and most of Monday to join. So please go ahead and do that. I am available for readings. There is a link right in the description to book a reading with me. I have time today, tomorrow, next week. We can do it. All right. And Rabbit, good to see you. About your upcoming year, specifically where career is concerned. Okay, Rabbit, 1197, your upcoming year in your career, you will see improvement. You're going to learn new things, new training, maybe new education. There could be some good things in your personal life as well. So I see improvement across the board. Again, be open for learning and education. Graciela, I will look forward to that. And I am planning on coming on tomorrow. So I will try to be here tomorrow morning as well. All right. My friends, did we do it? I think we did. I want to thank all of you so very much. Thank you for being here. Welcome to the new subscribers, new followers. I appreciate all of you. And I'm going to try to be back here tomorrow morning. And of course, Monday morning, and for the members, Monday evening. Tomorrow, we generally will shoot for about 9:30. So at this moment, that one's a little flexible, but at this moment, we're going to say 9:30 tomorrow morning. Amy Penn, you are not too late. 64 Amy Penn, what do you want to know? You got me in time. What would you like to know? Go ahead and get that question in. And anybody else, this is your chance. If you have not yet had a reading today, this is your chance to get that question on in. And let's see. What else can I tell you? Okay, here it is. Here is Amy's question. What does the new year have for me? I think some clarity, some more money, some nice conversations with people you love, maybe even some reconciliations. There's always conflict because that's life. But I think basically you're going to see improvement for yourself in 2026. All right, my friends, we are back to last call. And I am so grateful to all of you. I will hope to see you tomorrow. Reach out, book your readings, use the link in the description, or reach out to me directly. I will look forward to working with you privately. And thank you all so much for being here. Take really good care.